Hey guys, welcome back. Right now, we will talk about more into another method of arrays, that is from list. Now, from list method is used to append list at the end of an array. So when we try to append the list of another data type, we get type error. So it has to be the same data type. That's very important. So this method is used to append list to the end of the array. Pretty simple. Yeah. The syntax is also pretty simple for us. We just format it. So you have the array name dot from list, and you need to specify the list that you want to append. Yeah. So if I want to append a list to an array, that is the function that I will use. This is the method that I will use. Let's quickly jump into a basic example. So let me create a example from list method. So I have this array. Then I have this list. So this is my new list, 100, 200, 300. My array dot from list. This is the function. Yeah. And I am appending my list to the original list that I had. And then we'll print the entire array. So it is appending a new list to my existing items that are available within the array. So let's run this quickly. You can see initially my list was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. And at the end, 100, 200, 300, which has been added from my list based on this particular method. Okay. Now, if we try to append any other data type, then it will encounter type error. Okay, let's see an example. So this is my array. We see this, yeah, and we are trying to append this. So this time you can see we have a decimal. So I'll just make the decimal a little. So we have a list which are decimal. So this is not the same data type as integers. So integers do not have decimal values. Yeah. So I'm trying to append using this method a decimal data type into an integer array. So this should ideally give you an error, that is type error, since both are different data types. Yeah. So the float object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Yeah. So we cannot have another data type being appended to an array using this method. Now let's try to append something to an empty array. So I'll just try to append using the same example, append the items in empty array. So suppose I do not have anything within this array. So I'll just make it decimal and I'll make it an empty array. Yeah. So I have an empty array. Yeah. And I'm appending a decimal values to a empty array. Yeah. And let's see whether the empty array gets updated. Yes. So you can append an empty array with a new list of items which will fill the array. But you need to see to it the data type which is being mentioned for the array are the items which are to be appended. If I try to do an integer data type at append, it would have been given me error since this is a decimal or floating data type. Yeah, so that's why it has not given me error because I have appended only decimal items here. Now, this particular method only accepts list as parameter. So if I try to push a tuple to it, so let me do one thing. If I have this same thing which we have earlier, which I had gone through, right? This particular function which we have tried earlier has gone through. So we'll try to use it, but this time I'll use the append for a tuple. Yeah. So I will make this 100, 200, 300 as a tuple by enclosing them within parentheses. So instead of square brackets, I'll enclose them within parentheses. So this will automatically make it a tuple. So let me make it, let me change it, tuple, my tuple, and I'm adding my tuple to this. Okay. So this will again give you a type error because, so let me write. So this method only accepts list. Yeah. If we try to append tuple, we will encounter type error. Yeah. So let's run this. So what we're trying to do is within this array, we're trying to push a tuple. This is a list. Yeah. We should be pushing a list through this since it's a from list function. So let's run this. Can see this. So arguments must be a list. Okay. So from list is just used to push list of items to an array, and it should be of the same data type. You cannot push any other data type to an array apart from which is already existed. Yeah. And it is only for list, not for tuples or any other sequence data types. You need to take care of. Hope you like this item. Hope you understood the concept of from list. Do like it, like this video, share it across to your friends who want to learn Python. Uh, do comment if you have any views on the examples or the information shared by us. But do not forget to subscribe to our channel if you like to get such informative videos directly to you. Thank you so much.